I'm gonna get you.
Hopefully I didn't blow his back out.
Whose back are you blowing out?
This chair. Don't look at me like that.
Getting it. Yeah. All right. We're back.
We're back.
What is this, episode 5?
It is.
And we're in a new place.
Yeah.
We're just bouncing around.
Yep.
You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I am Ben Backhaus. I am a long-time caller, first-time listener. So we're going to just give this a run and see how it goes. I would like to bring up that you did say last podcast that you're going to wear cowboy boots.
Oh!
Got him!
All right, I know.
You did not. So I think you're going to have to take a swig of something for
All
that.
right, I can do that. So I actually did
Nice.
send a photo in the group chat.
Yeah, but it's not official.
I know.
Officially
I was gonna
official.
wear them. I pulled a bitch move. I've been on my feet all damn day.
Yeah, he's used to sitting in a chair all day.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You ain't lying. If you ain't subscribing,
Yeah.
you ain't subscribing.
You ain't vibing.
There we go. I was gonna say, you better give me something.
In the diaper bag.
Stinks. Son of a...
In it. It's in the Escalade still. Thanks for running podcast. It's fine.
No. We
It's fine.
not at all.
She goes, I'm sorry.
This is the most informal thing ever.
Yeah, that don't matter.
It's
All right.
tight. It's tight.
How's everybody's week been?
Too long.
Too long.
Yeah.
Got a little weather yesterday, so you.
Didn't work.
So this is you told us on the way here. This is your first time not having, or actually having some sleep for a podcast.
Yeah, like, this is the first time I've gotten sleep before a podcast. Normally it's like 24 hours. And
He's going to be spry.
yeah, yeah. we alive and well
Here
today,
you go.
boys.
Here you go.
Oh, God.
Get it started right and early. I'm gonna take it easy because
That's what they all say.
Why?
I'm in the truck.
Because I'm in the truck.
Is that the same shit we were drinking last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
potent.
thought we were.
No. Sorry, it's the
can't-
same stuff. It's a different thing. We drank pretty much the whole thing last time. When I left, there was this much in it.
That was
Yeah.
mainly you two.
Couple Cinesticks left.
Oh, it was.
Sticks.
I woke up. I had a hangover. 100%.
Damn, son.
That's good.
It's been a while for
Yeah.
me having a hangover. It wasn't fun though. It wasn't bad though. It wasn't bad. I got some good food in me, and we were having a good time after that. But how's your week been?
Oh, yeah, another day in paradise, man. Just working on trucks.
Where do you work?
I work at a diesel shop here in Liberty. So
And what's it called?
it's called T&M Mobile.
Gotcha. So what do you guys do there?
Light duty diesels, heavy duty diesels, anywhere from but I've seen 4-wheelers to tractors in there. It doesn't matter. We'll work on pretty much everything.
Never know what you're going to do.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you never know what it is. So
So how long have you been there? Because you used to work with.
yeah, I used to
What
work
was
at
KCMaxx,
Yeah,
right?
KCMaxx Performance. Yeah. I've been here for about 4 years, I think. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, I do. I miss the high horsepower builds and like people
Yeah.
coming in and like seeing their dream like come true. Today it's just like monotonous work. Like I just need my truck back like right away.
Right.
So
Right.
it's a different vibe for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. I could see that. I think if I were to work on something, I'd have to work on performance stuff because
Right.
I don't like work. I don't even like doing that, to be honest. So unless it's my own stuff, and I still would rather just get it knocked out and enjoy it than enjoy the process of working on it. Some stuff is fun, but other stuff I just can't stand it. It's just kind of one of those things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess teach there.
It do be that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Brett.
Normal week. Getting by.
What we got over there?
Got my truck.
Is
You guys need some tools?
Snap-on truck.
That's
You want
right.
to get raped?
It's the
First steps consensual.
Jesus!
it's the strap-on truck.
So, you want some payments?
He goes, first steps consensual.
Bags tens.
Oh, God. Yes.
Oh my god.
What about you? How was your week?
It was pretty good. I mean, work was crazy, but other than that, it was pretty good.
Nice.
Hanging in there.
Yep.
So we had what's been going on this week. We have I guess the last one we ended, sick week, we were on like the last day.
Yeah, the final day that there were still some classes that were undecided. Honestly, I don't know. I'm getting into a brain farting like a mofo, but
Slept too much.
yeah, exactly.
Did you follow Sick Week at all?
No, I didn't. I didn't have a chance. I just stayed too busy.
Well,
I know it. All I saw was like when you guys talked about last podcast was like the McFlurry going down and the naming of it and stuff like that. I thought that was funny, but that's all I picked up on it.
gotcha.
Yeah. Freaking, I know that Devin Vanderhoof ended up winning Rowdy Radial on the 235. I think they did send it all the way down, except they were going well over 200 miles an hour at the top of the track. I guess it was pretty sketch.
Yeah, it said it was like wheel hopping or some shit. It was losing downforce. But keep in mind, it is a convertible Fox body, so...
Yeah.
Aerodynamics aren't its win.
Yeah, we're using a Harbor Freight orange strap to hold the top down.
I mean, we'd all do the same.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As long as you go, bling, she ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
I think the Swedes in the S10, he took unlimited, and I think he said he sold the truck. That was his last pass in the truck.
Really?
Yeah, from what I gathered off that video. And then guy in the Corvette finished. Alex Taylor averaged 690s, I believe, the entire week.
What did she place in her class? I thought she did pretty well.
I think it was high up there. It wasn't unlimited, but I can't remember what class she was in.
People, okay, we can talk about this. People were giving her shit. People, she made a big post about a bunch of people talking shit and saying she's a circus in the pits is what they described it as. Which there's a lot of hatred towards Cletus too. A lot of drag and drive guys that I've seen do not like him at all because they call him a circus in the pits and say it's not like people a bitch and say, oh, he drove right by us because when we needed, they do the thumbs up thing, said that Cletus drove right by him, and they're trying to say similar stuff about Alex talking shit and downplaying their success and their hard work. I mean, for me, I'm just curious what you guys think about that. I think it's crazy that people have even a problem with Cletus in there because I don't know. People are going to have a problem with anything, right? They're going to throw stones and hate no matter what.
Yeah,
right. Pretty much.
But I mean, if anything, in my opinion, they're doing like really good, or even Cletus is doing a really good thing for drag racing or for cars because how many people didn't really know anything about cars but ran across a Cletus video and fell in love, and then that brought them to racing.
Who else has doing the track? I mean, there's no. I mean, these guys own freaking track.
Yeah. He did buy a circle track that was dying, or it was already pretty much dead, and revived it, and now it's huge. Yeah.
He's got all the Crown Vics.
That's right. The Crown Vic races, those are sweet.
Yeah. Danger Ranger and all that shit. Yeah. But
someone in success is gonna get hate on. It's just the way it is.
It's gonna be constant hate. But I think
jealous, whatever.
I could see a lot of guys getting mad about the fans getting in the way per se, because a lot of those people, I think they go up into the staging lanes and that's their pits, is right in the damn staging lanes within reason. But I don't know. I could see both sides of it, but. I would be more. I'm more leaning towards in their favor just because of what they do for racing. I mean, they're spokespeople. I mean, a lot of people, you say Cletus McFarland, and they're I know that guy.
I know exactly who it is.
It's household name almost.
Yeah,
but it's kind of shitty. I don't understand why people.
Maybe Alex Taylor because of all Cletus probably just has like a GoPro or something filming, but Alex probably has like a full freaking production crew.
I don't think so. I don't know. I haven't seen her YouTube or like her stuff. I didn't
know that Hot Rod
Nick
comes out and videos them at all, or is it just her and her channel?
I don't know. I don't think they do. I don't think they have anything to do with that one. I know Nick Taylor he did it for his channel of that process. I don't follow her channel, so I'm assuming they did their own thing, but I mean, I just think it's crazy that how could you hate on a father-daughter duo like that who's
right.
I mean, they struggled. It's not like they go out and have millions and millions of dollars and they're just like winning because they got a bunch of money or something. Like, they have not had it easy, and they've worked extremely hard to be where they're at. And it's just starting to come together a little bit. I just put myself in like her position of how that would feel, of like, you're just starting to get it together. You're doing all these firsts, and you want to be happy about it,
right?
But then you got to feel like you're walking on shells because all these people are
mad for
haters, and you're trying to dodge. I mean, because when you're in that position, you're trying to go down paths to like what's the least. I don't want to upset people, you know.
Yeah, least resistance.
Yeah, and then it's just. I mean, it's just hell on earth after that. But I thought that was kind of crazy. I saw that, but I was just. You know, it is what it is. People are going to hate, you know, and especially when you're good. Like, people hate things that are, like, people who are good. You know what I mean? It's like, I tell, you know, I've had stories, you know, we're in Kansas City, so the Patrick Mahomes stuff, like, he got so much hate this last year, and, you know, my stepdad's like, well, why did everybody hate on him so much? I'm like, because he's so...
He's young and successful.
He's so undeniable. You're like, these people are going to say it, and then you're going to think, and then you're going to want to tune in to see what they're talking about next week, and they're just trying to get you because it's, you know, it's just the way people are.
Yeah, you don't have Tyreek Hill, you ain't going to be good, no. Now what?
Sells numbers.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, that was amazing. But
all the hate we got this year.
Yeah. But
proved him wrong.
Yep. But the drag and drive, you know, the sick week stuff though. I mean, it's. I'm excited for this year. It started off pretty awesome.
Fuck yeah! And I mean, you also have to think about it. The drag and drive, it's all an even playing field. No matter how fast or how slow you are, you all have to do the same drive.
Yep.
Right. Yep.
So it's only fair. I mean, if somebody finishes, then kudos to them, and if they finish with their goal average, even fucking better. Mm-hmm. Why hate on somebody for being proud of themselves?
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know.
That
shit drives
just how
me
people
nuts.
Are. I know. I just want to strangle people, but people are gonna hate, and usually, if you got haters, that means you're doing something right. So keep your ear to the ground on them, and keep doing your thing, and keep rolling.
Yeah.
But what do you think of drag and drive?
Oh, dude, I want to do it.
Really?
Yeah, like when I first started building my car, like I wanted to fit it in like to like a factory style suspension style race at a track, because that was huge back when I started building it, and now that's gone. You know, so anything aftermarket that's not come with the car, like you're kicked out of the class. I'm like, well, I just change it up, do like a drag and drive, because you know I think it'd be a tremendous amounts of fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of work, but I think it'd be a blast.
Yeah.
You know.
So I think I saw one of your comments where Joey posted the daily driver class, and they said it has to be factory, what the car came with, basically.
Right.
So explain why that's a big problem for you. Kind of go over your car a little bit.
So I have a 2004 GTO, and it is a factory IRS car.
Yeah.
It was a 256 IRS car. I kept having problems with it braking, and if you want to know why, you can just look to your left over there. And Jesse is the main reason it's the way it is now. I mean, because every time...
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I mean, it is what it is. I let him do it. I mean, the first time I took it down the track...
I let him do it, motherfucker.
Yeah, I let him do it. Like, he told me, he's like, dude, it's going to go or it's going to break. Like, we took it up to US 36. It was the last F-body Mustang meet. Like... this first time I went to the track, I spent all night putting stuff and radials underneath the damn thing, and you know, it was a T56 LS1, made like 430 horsepower or something like that. It was a fun car. I butchered that launch, and it just messed up, and then I picked it back up, and it ran like a 10-second 8th mile. I was like, that was embarrassing. Yeah. I'm not going back out there. Jesse's like, I'll do it.
Of course, it's not my car.
Yeah, he's like, dude, it's either going to go or it's going to break. I was like, all right, screw it. Let it eat. It didn't leave the fucking line.
It didn't move a fucking inch.
It goes, bum! And you just hear, bum, bum, bum. Uh-oh.
Jesse's in there.
Yeah.
Here we go.
What broke?
Oh yeah.
It ended up being the inner stub on the axle. So luckily, I met somebody else up here, up in Kearney, that had another rear diff.
I break the part that's pretty hard to come by.
Yeah. An inner stub on a GTO. Who would have thunk? And so I got another buddy. So I put another one in. I got it driving. I was like, man, this thing's running great. Like I beat the crap out of this car. And he come up for lunch at KCMaxx one day. We're going on lunch. I was like, yeah, man, drive it on the way back. I haven't broke it. You ain't gonna do shit
And
to this
in my
thing.
defense, I said no at least 5 times.
Yeah, and I was like, nah, man, it's fine. Like it's good. Drives on the way back. We were making a pull, and he goes to jam third gear. Just grenades the transmission.
You're like a James Tall.
She gone.
Oh, dude. Apparently, me and manuals don't get along.
Do not. Oh man, it just sounds like gravel.
Yeah, I am.
So run us through this launch at the track. You remember it like it was yesterday or no?
Ben's like, hey man, I don't feel comfortable driving the car.
Right.
It's obviously going to go faster, but he was embarrassed. It all happens to us.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm like, I'll try it, and had radials on it. I do a burnout. Everything was fine. I'm like, I told him before the run, I'm like, I'm going to rev it up to like 4,200 and then
You have to. You have to.
clutch. And I did exactly that. And I was like, I'm like sitting there in the car. I'm like, boom. And I'm like,
It sounded like he forgot to put it in gear. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Like it just ripped.
Probably didn't help it was on a radio.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, no.
yeah.
It was a
And-
275
it
Pro.
would've
She
been
was
a
ready to go.
Heartland.
Yeah, Slick
Oh,
might have been a
dude.
little different story.
Cotswold,
Right,
like- Dude, he was so fucking antsy about my car. Like, I have it all on video the first day we were there. He just kept getting behind it and looking underneath it and think it was leaking. So it was like, no, not leaking anything. I couldn't believe I got kicked out. I didn't get kicked out. I ran like 7 or 8 times or something. Every one of them was in the 10s at the first time I went. I was just like, because they're so bad about that. But I was just like,
Mad about what?
oh, I don't have a cage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
there.
Yeah. And then the last time I went down, I was like, I'm just going to load something in it. I think it'll go down, and then I'll bring it back and put some more in it if I need to or whatever. And I was just let off and just hooked. I was like, okay. And went down there, and I had pulled off and got my ticket. And the guy was just like looking at my ticket and then looking at the car, and he's just like, damn, that's fast. And he was like, they wasn't expecting to see a BMW. Dude, those tech guys are stupid, though. Okay, you've seen my car.
The old guys
Right.
are dick.
I popped my hood, and I'm like, I'm sweating bullets. I'm over like, and he goes, he's like, is this the factory turbo? And I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, so
I was just like,
Just relocated.
yeah. I was just like,
that's the factory motor too.
I was
boy.
like, I actually was truthful. I was just like, no. But I mean, it was just like, dude, no, come on. But no, the guys actually were always just like, I like the car. I mean, they're complimenting it
they're
and stuff
cool,
like that.
yeah.
And it's got a lot of, we try to prepare it for as much outside of having a cage as possible, trying to prepare for that. But, it's just kind of one of those things. But
yeah, I felt so bad after I broke Ben's car.
Yeah, I
would
guilt tripped him
assume.
for so long.
Oh yeah, here's Ben over my head for like 2 years.
He felt so bad. He went out on the Matco truck because I didn't have like a good, decent set of pliers. He's like, "Here, I bought you some pliers." He was bringing me tools all the time. It was
He
great.
played it for so long.
Yeah.
so what's the setup now?
So now it took me a while to get it done, but it is a Ford 9-inch. It's narrowed. It's torque arm setup. So I got it to a point where I can, get around and up and driving, but after doing more research and then like talking to people who like build GTOs like for a living, I was finding out that I've got a couple more things I need to do to get it to where it needs to be like perfect, but yeah.
One of those is probably anti-roll bar, I'm assuming.
Yeah, well, this is minor details. Minor details.
At his birthday party, I wanted to be there. that I really wanted to go, but I saw the photo or the video or photos or whatever when this thing launched, and it made me so happy.
Oh, dude,
it really did.
That driver's side felt so high up. I let go of that trans brake. I was like, all right, I know it feels a little exaggerated when you're up in there, but this feels a little messed up.
I'm not used to this.
Oh, it was boogieing. It was just like.
I think it was about ready to scrape the bumper, and I was like, all right, this feels a little high, so I let out of it, and I was like, oh crap, I'm only going to get one shot at this. I don't have a cage. I stood right back on it, and it started to stand back up again.
Yeah.
So
I did it twice. It was like you did the old slap wheelie with the left front. It was like, what? It was fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, that trans brake scared the shit out of me. That was the first time I ever launched with a trans brake on did slicks.
Oh, dude,
it's a fucking feeling.
Oh, dude, I'll do it again.
Yeah.
more.
I mean, even like not even that fast. It was like a 150, 60 foot if you're not ready for it.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm like,
Throws you back in the seat.
Yeah. I can't wait.
That was fucking
hilarious. Even with pedaling it was still like a 155, 60 foot, and I was like, okay, she was motivating pretty good.
But,
and the problem is I don't have enough shock extension, so it unloads the tires once you get into like the top of second. And that's what I was having problems with when we went to Jesse's birthday party up in Mocan, and I went up for a second pass. I was like, all right, I'm gonna take off the trans brake because I know they're gonna be mad at me.
Yeah.
I go up to the staging lanes. I'm like 6th or 7th pair back in the line.
Yeah.
Here comes the tech. Rolling in.
Keep in mind we're in Mocan.
He shoves his head. He's like shoulders deep in my car. He goes back out. He's like, you need to graduate to having a cage. I was like, okay, yeah, I understand. He's like, you need to get a rule book. You need to look it up. You need to get a cage, put it in the car. Like, you already spent the money on the rear of the car. Make the thing safe. I'm going to let you run one more time. I was like, okay, yes, thank you, sir. You got it. I'll be back with a cage. And I let it run more time, and I just, softer leave, ran a similar time, but, as soon as I got top of second, started knocking the tires loose, and I was like, God dang it. I wanted to run out the back door so bad. It's just like starting to...
Oh, it's so... for me, I feel like it's so sketchy. I'm up there like...
Yeah, I know. What's going to break?
7,500 just... I stock on it 5.3 like
slanging its guts out.
Oh, dude, I have to turn it up that high. It'll hit the rev limiter. That's what happened on my 9-second. I had it turned down to like 7,200, and I got to like 1,000 feet, and I'm like... I'm like, oh. I'm like, I just let out, and I was just like, it is what it is. But God, it's fun, but it is sketchy. Yeah. So it's a turbo.
Yeah, sorry. I guess right? I should add in the fact that it is. I took the 5.7 out, sold it to a buddy of mine, and we've got it in his truck now, and it's a riot too. That's a whole nother story we can dip into.
It's a fucking blast.
Oh, it is so much fun. Such a sleeper. But I got an LS2, regular cam studs, LS9 gaskets. We did a S4 88 VSR, and I put a Precision Pro Series gate on it because I wanted to force myself to have to put Holly on it.
Yeah.
But now I'm just running gate now, and I'm just kind of like, all right, well, this is pretty boring. I need to get that Holly on there because it's still stock PCM currently.
Oh, so you have it?
Yeah, you
haven't put Holly on it yet?
I haven't put Holly on it yet. It is still stock PCM, so...
Whammy.
Oof.
It was...
Got some of the whammy shells.
Don't you dare.
Easy.
I'll get a leaf blower.
Oh! Hit some of that Milwaukee unit.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's ripe.
Hit me.
Yeah, we need refills.
God damn, son.
They don't smell that bad, does it?
I don't smell shit.
I didn't say that.
I haven't tried breathing yet. I'll let you know.
Dude, I haven't tried that yet.
Well, try to adjust your nose to make it smell like vegetables or something.
Vegetables? That's what comes to your mind?
That's what it smells like.
I was going to say like dryer
like,
sheets.
Oh. Yeah, I don't
Give me a
know.
beer.
Dude, no, it fucking stinks, dude.
It fucking stank.
It's bad. Oh, my bad.
No, it's okay. I'll be...
Yeah, don't worry about it, Brady. It's okay.
Yeah, set your laptop on it. It's fine.
Why don't you help me over there?
No problem.
Hey, I need one too, bud.
Sorry. Let me get that.
Oh, I'm a fucking mess.
Shake it?
So
No.
Lights Out is this week. I think they started. Well, Wednesday was first day. I think
Wednesday or Thursday.
it was. So Wednesday
for qualifying or testing.
Yeah.
They do testing and then qualifying.
So one thing I thought was interesting on what I heard was heard on Wednesday they were doing testing on the first day. They charged $300 per car that was there, and the track was apparently horrible. Like it wasn't really good.
Yeah, what you think it would be?
Yeah, for what it was.
Yeah,
right. I mean, it was probably. I mean, it would have been on kill compared to some of the stuff we have to work with out here, probably. But compared to a lot of the East Coast tracks, I guess, with a few cars and a test and tune, where people are spending $300 at the same price, it wasn't. It wouldn't have been what it should have been.
Well, when you got Pro 275, Radio versus World, all these guys going sub 9x 60 foots. I mean,
right,
haul and dick. Yeah. You would think for $300 you would be able to do that.
Yeah.
Repeat.
How many cars?
A shitload.
Yeah, there was a lot.
God, I think there's probably 10 to 15 Radio versus World cars right now, and then Pro 275 there's just as many. X275, I don't think there's as many as last year. I think last year there's 50 entered in a 16-car field. So, I mean, it's pretty dog-eat-dog, but all the heavy hitters are there for sure, and it's hauling ass. Everybody's hauling ass.
Yeah.
They did add a cool class, all steel, all glass.
Oh, really?
No time.
So what's actually super interesting about the all steel, all glass, typically, because all steel, all glass is it's big, I guess, everywhere, but East Coast, it's a really, really big thing.
Right.
For sure, radial stuff. And most of the time, it's what it means, literally all steel, all glass, front windshield, back glass, side glass, all of that, steel.
Is it just steel quarters and
steel
roof,
fenders, steel? I think you can have a fiberglass or carbon hood or deck lid. That's like the two things that you can have. Okay. The rest of it's got to be steel or glass. For this rule, they made a different kind of change going into Lights Out, and all you're required to have is glass in the side windows. You can have optic armor in the windshield and back window, and maybe even the quarter glass. And then I believe you could have fiberglass front end too. And just have metal doors. I don't know about that. I know for a fact the windshield was a rule.
I think that's a good rule. The windshield being Lexan, just because of the speeds. I mean, you rattle the tires. I don't know if it bust a windshield, but I'd hate to find out the hard way.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah,
I mean,
they're scary as fuck.
Yeah,
probably. I mean, they're easily going 14s, low 4s, 420s at the very, very least. I mean, they're some of those also. I mean, they're fast as shit. So it was kind of interesting that was. I don't know if any of you guys have ever follow John Dock and his stuff. Have you ever seen his YouTube before?
Yeah.
Black Sheep and stuff like that. Have you ever seen it?
No, I haven't.
So they have I've been following them for quite a long time, but they have a Grand National. It actually is the hydraulic roller LS record car. It set the horsepower record at like 2,300 and something to the tire.
Really?
But it's been 412 at
it's a TKM
186 or something. TKM.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a hydraulic roller cam, and it's been like 412. And I think they're probably gonna break it again this year.
It hauls ass.
It's fast and it's reliable, like super, super, super reliable. It's nothing fancy. Like it's
what
all
kind of RPMs that thing turned
a lot, and it puts 50. They put like 50 pounds through it.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, they made 2,300 on like 37 or something, 35 or something like that, and they put 50 to it at the track, and it runs the fuck out. It's bad to the bone, and it's not even. It's a pretty heavy car.
Right.
To what the rule set is. So he runs it in LDR right now. Last year was his first year running in LDR. And he's kind of outgunned for the class because he really could, for the rule set, he could have a billet block. He could be like 300 pounds lighter. He could go up last year, he could have went up to a bigger turbo size. But, I mean, he was still competitive. I mean, he was pretty good. And he went out he went out first lit or made a first lick. Everybody Wednesday was knocking the fucking tire off.
Yep, having
and
problems.
They went out, or he went right down the track. I think went like 291 or 281 to the 330 or something. Just really quick and easy. But it was a great first pass, and everybody else was blowing the tires off. The thing is a fucking unit, and but. I think he's getting it together. I think they're probably going to be planning for something. They have Matt Gross as their like big tuner on their side. He's younger dude. He's probably around the same age as all of us. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Probably closer to probably closer to your age around there. But that dude is extremely talented for how young he is and being able to do what he does.
Right.
I mean, he's really, really, really good.
Oh,
They have all kinds of cars. So. John Doc on YouTube, you can look it up. They got some badass shit, but they build an all steel all glass car too, and it's a SN95 small block Ford. It's the highest horsepower. What block is it? The Speedmaster block. It's aluminum block? Speedmaster block on like 20 something pounds, made like 2285 or something like that to the tire. Yeah, it's a rowdy motherfucker, and it's got steel fenders, steel doors, front glass, back glass, side glass. So they went to that legitimate all steel all glass, the way they do it in the Carolinas or on the East Coast typically. And then they were it was like their first pass. They made a first rip. It blew the tire off, but when that thing came in, it's a unit. On a rip, it's fast. So it'll probably be a pretty competitive all steel all glass car out there. And they do their own Carolina No Time and stuff like that. But yeah. What?
I don't know, but it's
funny. I can't look people in the eye and start laughing.
You stare at me.
He had too much rest again. God dang it.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, I don't know what sleep is.
I don't know, man. Like that. Just thinking of those numbers of like what those cars make. Like, and we're sitting over here like dreaming of like, man, 1,500 horse would be freaking sick. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and they're like, oh yeah, 20 pounds, 2,200 horse. God dang.
Damn it, Bobby.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
And to them, it's.
That's nothing.
To us, nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, and they're pissed off if they don't go 110 60 foot.
Right. That's like 5 stuff for them.
1.5, 1.4. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That felt sweet.
Do it again.
Yes, do it again.
Yeah, shit like that. It's mind boggling.
Right.
They have more horsepower than what they can use.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I saw out of Topeka, Chopper with his Malibu. They were out there at Lights Out for, I think, Pro 275, or maybe it was X275. X275. They had some engine trouble right away. They got a brand new TRE built big block. It's big block nitrous, probably 632, I assume, or it's at least a big motor.
Yeah, probably 598 or something. Yeah, probably like that.
It might be, but they've been having some trouble from what I've heard. They dropped a valve right out the gate on a fresh motor, but apparently TRE got them taken care of, got them sent out some stuff overnighted, and I think they're back up and going. That car regularly is a 14 car, and it I heard their first few passes they were struggling and went like 490s or something. It was not running real good, but it's probably to that. I think I know I guess right off rip it just something wasn't right with it. So I'm glad they got it figured out, but I haven't heard much since they've been down there.
I think I saw him in E1. I think he won that round, but I haven't watched anything since then. I think they're probably on E2 or E3 now in all classes. But that track was also having issues with city ordinances as well. Mm-hmm. As far as noise complaints, they were, I think, Thursday or Friday, they had to stop at 10 because of the city ordinance.
Oh man,
so stupid.
That worries me.
Yeah,
South Georgia Motorsports Park.
It just pisses me off.
So
right.
So
move.
Explain.
Don't move here.
Yeah.
Not to like go completely off of the topic of Lights Out, but just because I don't know the layout on the I-70 track that's being built, what's the layout around there? Is there like a lot of land surrounding it and they own all of it to where there's no threats of that ever happening, or what is the like? What do you think?
It's pretty centrally located. It's not like smack dab in the middle of town, but it's definitely within earshot of several homes.
Right, but they were talking about they were going to do something about that. Like
you can put sound barriers up and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I thought they were doing it's like a fence or something like that, weren't they? They were talking about
the highway has those big, tall.
So did you go? Like did you go to the meeting?
Yeah. I did go to the meeting.
So what was your take on it? Explain what your opinion is on it and how it went and so on and so forth.
It was awesome to see someone actually
giving a fuck.
Well, I was going to try and put it a little bit nicer, but yeah, as thrilled as us about, because it's somebody that like has been around racing and like understand it, not somebody that just wants to like throw money and make money and stuff like that. Like, it sounded like he cared, and he had somebody with him that is, going to be right there with him the whole way, Blake. I mean, so I'm super excited. The way he said it, because he had the meeting, he's already got stuff rolling. He just wanted to see how much interest there was in it. You know what I mean? That was cool to me. Like, he's already got his ducks in a row. It's breaking ground next week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I like that he planned. I think that was. I would be curious. I'd like to ask him. But I'd like to see if that was intentional. The time and day that he chose,
being
it,
a
just
Tuesday
to see
evening,
who's committed, who's not.
Right.
God, we already talked about it. I know me and Bray already feel like shit enough for not being there, but
it's okay.
We support our racing community,
right, Jesse?
Yeah, we were there. We were there in Seoul, but no, but anyway.
It's okay. Ben will hold it over your head.
Bring
me some tools. We'll be okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your Snap-on box.
Yeah. Well, hey, you're sitting on it. How comfy is it?
I think Mako is better. But,
Ooh. All right. Well, we'll have to work on that.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, you're disrespecting the cooler, too.
Shit. I'm not. I got that Harbor Freight special.
Oh, well, we've all been there. I've got a couple boxes in here that are Harbor Freight. Yeah. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I need a refill. But yeah, so
and a lot of people I've talked to that listen to our podcast, they really like the I-70 talk.
Yeah,
really.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So, what? So you think everything it's going to work out good?
I really hope so.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like it's going to. I mean, the fact that he's already got permits for how many events he can have a year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, being with testing tunes and stuff like that. And the only downside was like they have to share it with, the Roundy Round track.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they said they're going to have like 4, 5, 6 events a year, maybe.
Yep.
I was like, I thought that was kind of
it's
interesting.
pretty sad.
Yeah.
In a way, because I feel like circle track racing is more prominent in this area.
I agree.
Big time.
I agree.
Yeah. There's just in Missouri, I think there's 5 or 6 tracks, if not more, that are running almost every week.
Right.
As far as the dirt track guys go, and it's like, if you're only having 7 events at a track like that,
what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
and it's a fast track. It's half mile.
Yeah, but
that's
is it
big.
dirt though?
Yeah,
it's dirt.
Yeah,
I thought they had a asphalt track too, or
it used to be way back in the day.
I got you.
Lakeside used to be off Leavenworth Road, where the old dog track was. Mm-hmm. That was Lakeside back in the day, and then they moved out to by the river, and then the 2 tracks would always kind of fight over each other, and then one went asphalt, the other went dirt, and then the other one went dirt, and it was a big ordeal, and then they finally shut down I-70.
Yeah, Lakeside goes like Friday, Saturday, twice a week. I mean,
all the time.
I mean, what's the point of having the track if you ain't gonna fucking use it?
Exactly.
Well, let's go to let's party. Come on
now.
Come on.
Right. I mean,
what's really going on?
Wait, real quick.
It's been stuck in my head.
He's been itching the whole time. He's just been
I've been itching. I've been itching for that shit. It's been stuck in my head. You got to understand. I'll watch this podcast, and I'll watch it for like 8 hours straight, basically. And him just go, what's really going on? It's stuck in my head. It is. It's sometimes the stupidest shit, but I love it.
Oh, that's great.
It do be
That's
like
the
that.
whole point.
Doobie.
That's the whole point.
Right.
Stupid shit. Stupid shit. Garage talk.
Yeah.
If you don't like it.
Well, it's informational too. Don't get out of there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Only what we know.
We don't know a lot. But
Well,
we know
now that
some.
we have Ben on here, it's informational.
Yeah.
Just this episode. After that,
Yeah.
No. You're that
Down.
aerodynamics physicist or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's right.
racing
Square
a
body
brick.
is the most aerodynamic thing in the world.
That was fucking great. I was like,
You didn't know?
Sometimes when people say shit, I just have like jokes rolling in my head, and I just can't get over them, and they're just funny to me in the moment. But
oh, it
you
is
know.
fucking hilarious. So.
Well, the best part of that is the guy with the brick is also the fastest one sitting here.
I know.
He's been the fastest, so we can't say anything to him. So
You're right.
yeah, just
How fast have you been?
537, 131 in the 8th.
Yeah, I'll probably crash mine trying to go that fast.
Yeah.
I'd be happy at a 580.
right.
I'll be happy at a 6.0. No, I'm joking.
If I just go hit that trans brake a couple more times, I
Yeah.
think I'll
Hey,
be
as long
happy
as
for
both
this
tires
year.
come off the ground.
Dude,
Yeah.
Not just one.
Yeah.
No, I'd like to
I'm
come
telling
up.
you, like, I went up wheels up at Osborne.
Yeah?
I was like doing a 270 shot off the line. It was fine on the street because it didn't matter.
fine on the street.
Where you get to the track and,
Motherfucker.
and I thought I was like straight up, but you see the video, you're like a foot and a half.
I know it feels so exaggerated in
Yeah.
the car.
If I pull the wheels in the BMW, that will be cool as shit.
There might be problems.
Let's do it.
It's got some front suspension travel. I'll tell you that.
I mean, the whole town's been talking. They said you wouldn't do it. So.
Yeah, let's put 200 pounds in the back and try to
Oh,
do it.
yeah.
Won't pull the wheels.
Oh, that you won't
Just
do
put
it.
me in the trunk.
You, dude, I will
Hit it,
definitely
boss.
do it. No, the first time out this year, I'm gonna put at least $4,000 on the brake, and it'll make. I can get it to make like 11.5 pounds of boost on the brake if I want to. It'll be anywhere between 9.5 to 10, and if I pull timing, it'll make like 11.5 on the brake. If it goes, it's
We'll
gonna
put
fucking
sandbags
go.
in the back.
Yeah.
You won't even know it.
It's gonna
It'll be
be unexpected
unexpected.
too.
I mean, that's what I left on. So I don't know how many pounds of boost because I don't have a boost gauge in it either. So
Whatever gate
Yeah.
makes.
yeah, whatever Gabe makes, she went.
Yeah.
You can do it too.
Yeah. We
I
believe
believe
in
in
you,
you.
Brady.
Oh, I put way more than you.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I'm on gate, and so that's
Yeah,
fine.
I've shoved. It was making like 24 the night I blew it up. So we were like, it ain't going nowhere, but it's making some boost.
Siri, are you onboard air?
No, it's got 9.5 pound springs in it. I got twin like 38 millimeter waist gates or something.
I got an onboard air kit sitting right behind you that says you won't do it.
Yeah, it's
Let's make more boost on.
Isn't that
launch.
yours?
Oh yeah. Well, I can get another one. Amazon sells all sorts of.
Well, I mean, if you're offering, no, yeah, that's actually I want to put more to it. It's.
I mean, you'll probably get that installed before I get my anti-roll bar on. So
big facts.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll probably have that installed. Motor change.
Oh yeah,
No,
for sure.
No, I was at Blake's shop talking to him the other day. Ben's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm down here at Blake's." He goes, "Ask him about an 850 cage." And in my mind, the first thing that came into my mind was, "Yeah, right."
Sometimes you just gotta know. All right.
Whoa.
Shit, son.
He's falling off the damn phone truck.
Cut him off.
The price
Cut
hit
him
so
off.
hard.
Wait, I need another one.
I need another one.
No, it's a damn drain.
Where's the pit?
Yeah, let's blame it on something else.
Where's the pisser at?
Huh?
Where's the pisser at?
Right through that door and make a sweet 180.
Sweet one.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
You see that bulge in the wall right there? That guy right there.
Don't
Go
hit your,
straight left,
Don't hit your head.
and then left again.
Fucking lurch.
Yeah, he thought he had an ASMR fart, but he
Fucking
didn't.
SBD unit.
He pinched it off. He thought he had something else going on.
Dude, I about flipped the Snap-on truck, son.
3-wheel motion over here.
All right, Jesse, did you say you had a surprise for me in here or something?
I did from my father-in-law. He pulled a real solid for you.
Nice.
He knows me so well, you know. God dang it.
As he says, Ben Bohami.
Oh, man. You know, if I drink this, you gotta take me. Oh, you want another one? Okay, I got you right here.
No, I got and a beer.
Oh, okay.
God damn it, and a beer.
First, and then you can
He needs a washer. Hey, just remember, folks, a penny is cheaper than a washer.
That's true for self-tappers.
Yes, correct.
There's your beer.
What are you talking about?
Pennies.
Yeah,
a penny.
Yeah, it's
A 1 cent.
It's 1 cent. Yeah,
It's
Washers
cheaper
are
than
like,
a fucking washer.
Are like 10 or 15 cents.
But you got to make sure you don't put it up to steel or it'll corrode.
Well, you're worried about
'Cause it's
details.
copper.
We don't do that.
Why you got to
here.
be getting all analytical on us, bud?
You got to get a dielectric in there, you know.
Put a little grace on to it.
Yeah, put some rubber underneath the copper so it doesn't, you know.
Corrode the unit.
All right, if I drink this, I get to go for another ride in the speedboat because that was a blast.
Who's Speedboat?
My father-in-law.
Does he watch the
His
podcast?
speedboat?
Ugh.
Okay, so what's the setup on the speedboat?
Are we going on the speedboat?
No. You have to get invited and drink Apple Crown that he sends. Don't even think you're not in, Brady. All right, it takes a lot to get it. No, I'm just kidding. It's pretty sweet.
I didn't say I wanted to be on it. I just asked what the setup was.
Does he watch? Your father-in-law, does he watch podcasts?
He gonna.
He going?
Yeah,
No,
really?
He's going to now.
no, he doesn't. He doesn't YouTube a whole lot. He's doesn't have Facebook.
He red tubes though.
Man,
I remember my first beer. Fucking red tube. Come on, bro.
I don't use red tube.
That's like the Amazon.
I don't use it. Oh, you beat off?
I was gonna say, are you part of the cross-eyed beat-off club? Or?
Yeah.
Oh,
shit.
there it is.
Oh, God.
Sheesh.
It's like the off-brand Pornhub.
Yeah, I mean,
My
I
mom's
use
going to watch
Pornhub like
this and be
everybody
so
else,
fucking
but I'm just
mad.
saying, right? Huh?
My mom watches it.
You go into browser history.
So,
Mom!
Delete that shit.
Hey, Jesse, you remember that one night we became best friends?
Dude, it was 1 o'clock in the morning, okay?
You guys were watching Pornhub?
No.
No.
Easy.
Oh, the
No,
story.
we were out testing.
Get your mic closer to your face, bud.
We were out well,
I'm just curious
old
where the
Snap-on
fuck this
truck over
story's
here.
going.
Oh, dude, it's great.
oh,
it gets better, I promise.
it's great.
It's great.
I promise.
Jesus.
So we were out testing at a discreet location out in the middle of nowhere, and we
Mexico?
were looking. Yeah, Mexico. That's the one. Yeah, I think
I know
you've
the
been
place.
There a
I've been there a
times.
couple times.
But yeah, we were testing. We're loading the car, and after we get done with the pass, we load the car just in case. You know,
You never know.
Border Patrol shows up. You never know out there. So we were. Jesse was running the bottle jack on the trailer because it was a tilt trailer, and he's like, "It was either you or me running the bottle jack."
Talking about, I don't
can't
remember
remember
who it
what it
was, but we're talking about some.
Oh yeah, you were running the bottle jack, and Eric walked up. He's like, "Man, you need to bump that bottle jack like you're watching something on
XNXX.
Yeah. I was like, "What?" I was like, "Man, I'm a straight up PH guy." He's like, "What? Me too." I was like, "Did we just become best friends?"
Slap hands.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
And that's the night we became best friends. So,
Legitimately.
so you
just
could have
off
been
that.
best friends with like 80% of the population.
Well,
Everybody uses pH.
No.
I mean,
Come on
unless you're
now.
trying to switch it up. Like, I was just trying to do that.
I don't like the format of
red tube.
XNXX.
no,
It takes forever to find something you want to watch.
we were just giving old Eric some trouble because he's older than us. And
Yeah.
he always acted older
Magazines.
than us. Yeah.
Magazines.
It's like masturbating in a time machine.
VCR.
Jesus.
He's not that old.
Yeah.
Masturbating. in
How
a
old
time
is he?
machine.
He's got to be like, what, mid-40s?
No, I think he was only like 10 years older than us. Yeah.
So 40.
All right.
Something like
At
that,
the
yeah.
time, he
How
wasn't
old are
40
you?
yet. I am 30.
Okay, I'm 29.
I am a week older than Jesse, and I hold that over his head
Oh,
too.
this motherfucker, he's got
seniority.
Shit that's over your head.
Exactly.
Yeah, everything I can. Everything.
Yeah,
He's
I gotta give
mastering me, but goddamn it, I'm older.
Yeah, every birthday he gets a pair of pliers.
Well, this year he came out and chopped my tree down for more firewood.
I
We were having a bonfire, and I got a usual amount of wood out for everybody to have a good time.
Wasn't enough.
Enough bush lattes, and that tree standing up that was dead looked like it'd be really good firewood.
It was, okay. The women were getting cold.
Yeah, the women were getting cold. We needed a bigger fire. He got out a sawzall and an electric chainsaw, and he went to town until all the batteries were dead.
Yeah, Ben has a plethora of Milwaukee batteries.
Yeah, he went through all of them.
Hey, I cut the fucking tree down.
Yeah, he did. He put all that, and we had, boy, it looked like a bonfire out of a little tiny fire pit.
Like a 30-inch round fire pit. It was probably 10 foot tall.
Yeah, it was good.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I like fire.
And I didn't anticipate for that big of a fire, so it was underneath another tree, so the leaves were a little charred the next morning.
You'll have me a Snapchat the next day. He's like, you forgot some. Top half of the tree still laying next to the fire pit.
Bonfires are the shit.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good time.
Fires are always fun.
I used to
There's
have
always a
big
good
ones
story.
at my old house.
Yeah.
And Bonner.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll have to
And
do
it was the same
something.
thing. I had a tree right above it. I was figuring it was just going to die, and then I was going to cut it down.
Right,
Jesus
right.
Christ.
Well, mine was already
But
dead.
when-
We're like,
I had woods and shit.
Well, he
man.
goes-
There's so much work with
He
that
goes,
crap.
man, that tree's really in my way. I'm like, I got just a fix.
Oh, no. My wife gave you the permission. I was like, man, that one's dying over there. And Lindsay's like, I'll go get you the chainsaw.
That's right, yeah.
She was ready.
Yeah, she said.
She's
"Get
been
that-"
wanting that tree cut down for a while.
Right.
Yep. It was a good time. Good time.
We'll have to make that happen. We'll have to do a podcast outside of the fire. Right here.
Oh, we can
right
do
in
it.
the middle.
We can do it.
I mean,
We can do that at my house sometime too. That's
What,
fun.
in
No,
City?
you don't want that out of your house. I promise.
Yeah, no. You got to be out in the...
Where's those middle-aged women at, though? You know what I'm saying?
What you think? Dude, when I moved into my neighborhood...
Brett's single, ready to mingle, by the way.
Apparently.
when I moved into my
POF.
neighborhood, it was...
He's frequenting the PH a little too much.
I have not
Sorry,
actually.
Brett.
I have not actually.
His
Maybe
pH
the Tinders.
balance is off.
Jesus. He's over there stacking dummies.
Oh, God. We don't need to have that conversation on here. We
can't.
should have been recording on the way over here. Is what we should have been doing.
No, it was funny as shit.
All right, let's hear it.
So we want to go...
Let's hear it.
hilarious.
I'm
No,
a
no,
silicone
no, no, no,
welder,
no.
you know what I'm saying?
No,
Oh,
so-
silicone solutions, huh?
Yeah, so... Brett's a union pipe fitter, and
Hey,
I
don't throw that out there.
What unit?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay, never
we
mind.
can't do that.
Nah, I don't know.
We can't do
Is that we said way worse on here? Like
533 motherfuckers.
Oh, okay. Well, he
looked-
just throws it out there, so
I
we're
looked
I
good.
thought we were proud, but you know. Anyway,
looked at the fine print.
yeah.
It's good to go.
Do you have
And
the
I said-
tattoo yet, or? You do, don't you?
Break it out!
Yeah, where's his
Break it
tattoo?
out! Break it out!
Yeah,
break it
where's-
out! Break it out!
Yeah.
Take my shirt off.
Break.
Is it a tramp stamp? Please
No,
tell me
break
it's a
it
tramp
out.
stamp. No, he's got it. Oh yeah! There it is. Local
Look at that
533, boys.
Look at that unit.
I love.
I even got the shirt.
You have a union shirt on?
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Brett's a 29-year-old boomer.
What's really going on here?
Jesus Christ.
I said that when he's making love with his lady. I said when he finishes, he stacks his ladies.
I said right
He's
before,
just hitting dimes.
right before he nuts, he
Yeah.
folds his hood down.
God damn. Is it a full, do you have a skull one, or are we talking
It's got I got the Lincoln one with
Do you have a
all the
picture?
fucking it's got like the rat fink like
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's hot these days.
Jesus
And we're
Christ.
joking. Like, oh my god.
I'm dying.
Brett he's stupid talented. He's
They don't
ridiculously
call me
good
Golden
welder.
Arm for nothing.
But the fact that you said, do you have the tattoo?
I'm sorry.
I don't
Brett.
have like the stamp though. I don't have the
Because I called
that
in, I was like,
next
are
week,
you
That's next month.
That's your homework for next week.
Go get a tattoo. I've been wanting to finish my sleeve.
You gotta do
There
it.
you
I
go.
wanted to
There you
finish.
go.
I just gave you an idea. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
We can all. Hey, he does consulting
shoot.
too on what all needs to be in the sleeve. You gotta get it done, Brett.
Get Spool'd up podcast on my back.
Oh, dude.
On your butt?
Yeah.
Right
on the
I don't
ass.
care if it dies tomorrow.
Yeah.
It was a memory.
It's gonna live on forever.
It does.
God.
I'm not Steve-O, okay? I don't want to put my face on my back.
Oh,
Dude,
Jesus
I will get a
Christ.
tattoo of
That was
anything.
Fucking
Damn
hilarious.
Oh,
Well, there you go.
Oh.
I said,
Spool'd up on the butt.
damn
There
near.
it is.
I get Spool'd up
on the
podcast
butt.
on somewhere.
Tramp stamp?
ass, dick,
No, I
Heard
can't
you
do
will.
that.
You will.
balls.
A tramp stamp of Spool'd up podcast?
Yeah, why
Yes.
not?
Yeah, what's the how many subscribers we need for that?
Oh.
1,000.
100? I don't know.
What the fuck? No. Where are we at right now?
No, I'm not
62?
saying this on air because
Because it'll happen.
10 years from now, when we should actually hit that milestone, it's like I put a timing delay on it.
Hey, man, I think you can hit 100 before 10 years.
Not 100. I was gonna say like 100,000. What the
Oh,
fuck?
okay.
I was thinking like
Yeah.
1,000.
Okay.
Huh?
I was thinking 1,000.
I was thinking if we
I
have
was freaking out at 1,000.
Oh, we all
fucking
three get one. We all get 3 1 at 1,000.
No.
Matching
A
tattoos.
1,000 subscriber YouTube channel is not that
No,
great.
but
No,
Okay. What's your price?
10,000. I think 100,000.
I think if we're at 65, I'm saying 69.
Ooh.
Nice.
Well played.
69.
69
Well played.
subscribers,
Yeah,
I get a fucking
yeah.
tramp stamp on me.
Yeah.
No.
You heard it here, folks.
No. No,
What,
it'd
what
be
do you
like,
want, a butterfly? You can put it on
He
your
can have
foot?
dream catch it on his ass.
No,
No, I get a tramp stamp podcast. It'd
Get
have
some
to be
feathers.
no,
No,
live,
it'd be
laugh,
like-
love.
like, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool. He says that'd be cool.
What's really going on here? What's really going on?
No, that's what you have to get What's really going on here?
I'd do that too.
With the insignia.
No, it'd be like a lot of subscribers over a certain period of time is the way I would do it.
What's your price? I keep asking.
Yeah, let's
You're not
say
giving
that.
me a
I'm
price.
thinking
Bend over here.
Give me something I can hold over your head.
Who's got a
Come
tattoo
on.
gun?
He's like, I haven't. Jesus Christ.
okay.
He's got to think about it.
Ben's like,
Yeah,
I don't have
dude,
anything.
a tramp stamp of what?
Spool'd up
Spool'd up
podcast.
Spool'd up podcast.
Okay.
Oh, dude, it'd be like 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's the only way
Oh
I'm
my
doing
God.
that.
End of the year.
No way.
That's
It's-
heavy. That's
Yeah,
heavy.
yeah,
a fucking
Okay.
tramp stamp
All right.
is
All
also
right.
heavy.
All
It's
right.
on my body for the rest of my life. I gotta
right.
know it's going around for a while.
Okay, so what about like his
Does
like,
he know how much it is to remove a fucking tattoo?
We're not
what
worried
about
about
like a
that.
shoulder,
Yeah.
like a shoulder or like a forearm?
Oh, get it on my
You
forearm.
can cover it up later.
Yeah.
You can also cover up said tramp stamp. Just don't bend over.
Oh, do you work in a corporate setting? Like,
Yes.
let's get a back around.
Dude,
okay?
I got tattoos and shit.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So do you have
I'm
to
a
cover that
banker.
up at?
Technically, I would, but I work from home, so I'm
Okay.
good. I can.
So it doesn't matter. Got it. That's what I heard.
Yeah, it really does. It really
Hey,
doesn't
Spool'd
matter.
Up podcast
Let's-
is better than Boner Garage.
Is there anything on this arm?
That's true.
This
That's
is
true.
safe
You
for
gotta
my
think
son.
positive.
So I would get Spool'd Up podcast somewhere.
Right
But
there.
not on the tramp stamp.
Right
though.
here.
Right there. Well,
Not
you just
over
felt
my-
right there, so I was
Not
just
over
wondering.
my heart, but I'd get it on my chest or something like that. I would get it.
Bet.
But it'd be like
On
How
your
many?
neck.
How many?
How many?
We need prices for different locations.
I would say
We have options.
I'd say 50. I'd say 50,000.
By the end of the year.
Yeah, by the end of the year, I'd do that.
50,000.
I'm not doing it off crazy shit because
Okay,
it's
okay.
like I got to be reasonable
All
here.
right, no, that's fine. Well, do you have
It's
a windshield banner yet? I mean, do you like Fig Newtons or not?
Oh, put it on my windshield.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I'll do that.
yeah.
I'll do that for way cheaper. So
way cheap. Well, look at this.
yeah.
We're getting BOGOs
on
now.
my car.
I'll put stickers on anything.
Heard that.
Same.
Toolboxes, cars, you name it.
Yeah,
Women,
I'm, not
whatever.
I'm bad about
Okay.
stickers on my car though. I don't have very many of those.
Yeah, you do. You have the ice cream cruise deal.
Yeah, that might come off soon. The only one I got on there is just the dude who did the turbo kit and wired my car and stuff like that. So
That's fair.
I don't.
Gotta represent.
Yep, that's
I'd
right.
stick it on my car for like a long period of time though.
For sure.
That's
We need
pretty cool.
Sounds like we need to make
stickers.
stickers.
It sounds like you need stickers.
We need a
Maybe
sticker person.
We'll get there. We can get there.
T-shirts, hoodies. I mean, At least give me a
Air
hat.
fresheners.
Or how about
fresheners.
this?
We need some following. You got to share this and tell your buddies.
Yeah,
All
every
right,
week.
all right.
Every week.
Or
Yeah.
how about this? We make the iron-on tattoos. It's 69 subscribers.
Bet. That could happen
So we
this
just
week.
iron the unit on
On the what?
Shoulder.
your arm, and it lasts for like a week or two. You know,
You mean iron on or like wet on? Like a remove iron on would burn the fuck out of you.
Jesse's got too much sleep. Don't
Do a
listen to
plasma
him.
cut Spool'd up podcast and we'll
What?
fucking brand
That's
ourselves.
a brand.
Ooh, a brand. Yeah, that's a good
I got
idea.
it.
No.
We get CNC plasma table. We'll have them fucking
That'd be like $1 million.
cut out the deal.
It'd be
Well,
like
we
a
can do it
milli.
the same night as the campfire. We can just put it in the
If you get
campfire and brand
subscribers
it.
by the end of
It's
the
gotta be
year,
hot, though.
I
It's
would
gotta be
brand
hot.
myself.
Yeah.
I would put it
I
on
would put a
myself.
brand.
We'll cut down all the
I
trees for that.
didn't mean the
Yeah.
wet-on ones. You know, wet.
Wet on?
Yeah, the moistures.
No, that's no big deal.
69 subs.
69
Okay.
subs.
That could be done this week.
Yeah.
That's probably gonna happen. Yeah. That'll
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, that'll happen.
What do you mean
Some-
wet? What are you guys talking about?
where's
Have you
his
ever
mind
seen the
at?
tattoos you get out of the fucking
Kids
vending machine as a kid?
Oh.
The fake tattoos,
Well, he's
not the real ones like you're
Can
used
you
to.
imagine putting an iron to your fucking...
I mean, I burn
You
myself
don't need to
about
worry
every
about
week.
that.
so
Those are
don't mind.
details. You know what we're not worried about? Details.
That's right.
Details.
That's right. You can't worry about those.
No.
Oh, shit.
We got way off subject on that.
Oops.
No, that's
Yeah,
what we're
where
supposed to do. That's what we're supposed to do.
Are we supposed to go to Brett now? Brett.
Hear me out.
Back to Jesse.
Jamie,
I don't have a beer.
How's the weather?
I'll get it to
Oh, well.
You see, Jamie,
No. Don't take my job away. I'm beer assistant.
I'll
Jamie
get a
Hancock.
fucking tattoo next week. It don't
No,
matter.
no.
Oh.
No.
I thought I was driving.
Oh, okay.
I'm done on that. I'm taking it easy. Jamie, Jesus. Jamie Hancock's Camaro, new car. Pretty badass. I think you shared it on Facebook, right, Jesse?
I did.
Was he racing?
It's
LDR.
a first gen Camaro, LDR. It went this week it's went 389 at 186 is the one that I saw.
And LDR trim.
Yeah.
Nitro steel.
All right, bathroom.
Did you guys see? I've seen one. This is all I've seen. One wreck and
been
one
some-
monster ass wheelie.
There's been some... Duck X races are home of the flying cars.
Yeah, let's watch this one. Come over here, guys. I'll get it started. You guys see it?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, play.
Go for it.
Play.
Oh my god.
And frozen.
Yep.
Oh, hit the wall.
That was a bad wreck.
Props
Yeah,
to
but
this
that could've
guy.
gotten
Yeah.
Props
way
to this guy
worse.
right
Oh,
here.
yeah.
That could have gotten way
Yeah.
worse.
Talk about professional racing.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I saw that nitrous pro mod looking Camaro, Sonny's built, cool looking car. It made some licks. It was going like 360s or 70s or something. It was flying.
Yeah.
And then it third or probably third or fourth pass, it fucking hit the wall. Ugh.
Yeah,
It was
there's I think last year there wasn't. I'm trying to think. Last year, oh, that wasn't Slavens. It took flight. The year before that, he took flight in his factory bodied '69 Camaro in Pro 275, I believe. But this Lights Out 14, there's been a handful of cars that have almost come off the ground completely. Like turns into a wing type deal.
That's crazy. I remember seeing that Lexus.
Yeah.
That did that.
Yeah, there was
wild.
there was a Fox body that the front end popped up as he was in midair, like the Zeus's broke or some shit. Oh yeah, it was. There's been some good ones.
Some gnarly stuff.
Well, yeah.
I could not imagine going through that.
Well, yeah, Tim Webb in Topeka did it.
Yeah.
And he was like mid-track, and I guess from what I've heard is what the problem was on that deal was he got into it, or he went, it knocked the tire off and then went back into it. Well, when you get back into it, it was set up to where obviously the boost ramp is not going to start again. So it has,
It's time based.
it had 45 pounds of fucking boost in it, and it took flight and just sailed. And luckily, he was safe. The car was
Yep.
in pretty decent condition afterwards.
Damn.
Just fucking way up in the air. And he's out to Topeka, but the car, I think it's getting back together, but it's a bad bitch too.
There's no way I could ever imagine going that fast.
Right,
to where,
and having that happen.
Yeah, because all the radial tire guys, it's no wheelie bars at all.
Yeah.
No matter how fast you're going. I mean, it's insane to think about that a car is accelerating so fast that 2 inches of wheelie will add 4 inches of lift.
Right.
Because of the air getting under it.
Right.
It's my aerodynamics.
Listen to the brick, ladies and gentlemen.
My aeronautics is really coming into play. But no, I've seen it time and time again. I witnessed Daniel Parrish down at Tulsa. I witnessed that C7 vet. It was years and years ago, but that fucker went feet off the ground. There's just no way.
Right.
I don't know if I could get back into a car after that.
Yeah.
It'd be hard.
Yeah, exactly, because you don't know if it's going to happen again. Because
Yeah.
they're going so fast, by the time the car is this far off the ground, they let out, and it's just going, because they're going so fast.
Right, right.
Do you feel like it has, how much, okay, so explain why on radial cars they don't have wheelie bars. The best way you can. Go ahead.
Why they don't have them is rules, mainly, but they use the chassis in their advantage, because if you compare, say, a Pro Mod to a radial versus a World Car, a Pro Mod is going to have wheelie bars and big tires, slicks. The car is going to squat and take off and carry the front end like normal.
Right.
But radial tires, you want to plant the tire. Radial tires, you don't want any spin at all. You want it dead hooked from the time you let off the button to the time you let off the gas at the big end.
You want the body to separate.
Yeah.
You don't want to squat.
Which forces the tire down.
Yeah, you want to drive that tire into the ground.
Yeah.
Right.
Because of the way the tire is built.
Yeah.
But so when you look at a radial car, like if you compare RVW versus Pro Mod, an RVW car is going to be like this.
Yeah.
And they have, I don't know, 10 inches, 15 inches of rear separation. It looks weird, but it works. Right. And if you think about it, the way it counter-reacts a car, it goes up and it's driving the front end into the ground. Well, you can't get air into a wedge like this. When it does this, it turns into a fucking a wing on an airplane, basically.
Right.
So when you get to that point, it's on for dear life.
Forcing it off the ground, and when it just comes up, it's just like a fucking
because if you think, when you let off the button, if you watch suspension work on an RVW car or any radial car for that matter, it's going to separate immediately.
Yeah.
Right.
And when you have 10 inches of rear suspension travel and then you add a wheelie into it, it's already 2 feet off the ground in the ass.
Yeah.
So when it's up and level like this,
doesn't take much to get air underneath it.
Yeah, it's already 4 feet off the ground at that point, pretty much.
Yep.
It's a balancing act.
It's crazy to think how different radials and slicks are.
Right, right.
Slicks, you want to plant, you want the front end to go up. Radials, complete opposite.
Yep.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yep. The more rear suspension travel, like no prep situation, more front end travel, the better.
Yep.
Radial prep, you want more rear travel.
Yeah. No prep, you want to haze the tires.
Yeah. Slicks like wheel speed.
Yep.
And I am no tuner suspension guy. It's just purely from what I've
facts,
witnessed.
what you watch, what you...
Right.
Yep.
So don't come to me asking for advice.
You're our specialist. We come
Jesse,
to you.
how do you tune my suspension?
I'll try.
Click, click.
Yeah. How many adjustments you got? We're going to use all of them.
Let me get my notepad out.
Yeah. Oh, God. That's another thing you got to go into is...
Yep.
Oh, I got to piss.
Easy on the unit.
What are you doing?
It's about to fall over.
But yeah, that's another thing. You got to have notes of what you're doing because...
Right. You got to keep track of what you're doing.
Yeah, because if you change multiple things at one time, how are you going to know what fixed your issue?
Yep. That's what they say. Do one thing at a time. If you think you need to change 10 things, change one. See what it does. Change one. See what it does.
Go from there.
Yep.
Yeah.
One thing at a time.
And tune to the track. Tune to the track. Do not tune for a number, because just like we were talking about, they had $300 test session, had a $300 test session. It lights out, and these guys were like, "Oh, we're going to go out and try to run a number." That's what they're doing, is just chasing a number at that point.
Right. So trying to figure out the car for the track. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of guys get that. I got to run a number. It's like, no.
Right. You got to make your car work at every place you go.
Exactly, because it's always going to be different.
Every time.
I mean, it's like, all the guys, Ryan, Beater, all those guys, they have notebook.
Yep, they sure do. They have notebook and they have tunes for every road.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every road they've been on, they know
have
where they've
starting
been.
points.
Yep.
And when they get to that starting point, they're like, "Oh, this is an asphalt virgin road. Oh, I'm going to load this tune.
Right.
I know it works," and then build off of that.
Right.
But it's impossible to have a tune for every situation.
Yeah.
Unless you have raced every situation like those guys.
Right. Well, I mean, they go out and test way more than anybody else. So, I mean, that's why they're so good at what they do, is because they're out testing way more than anybody else.
Well, no one's putting that work in.
That's right.
No one wants to put the work in, but they put all the money in.
Right.
They
They can put the money in, but the work that's the other half.
And you can see with Ryan that he don't put all the money in, but he puts all the work in.
He puts a shit ton of work in. You're right.
Yep.
You got any animal units in this house?
I do.
I saw it.
Can any of them come out here?
I got 2 cats. No, they don't come out in the garage. They're indoors only.
Animal units.
Yeah, I got one cat that comes out here once in a while, and she just hides underneath the car, and I hit the garage door button, and she comes flying back in. But she is, I'll give her this, she is a mouse-killing machine. Like,
That's good to have.
She is a sport hunter. Like, she'll kill it wherever she sees it and leaves it.
Yeah,
I got another one that doesn't have a whole lot going on upstairs, and he'll play with it. Like, ooh, dead mouth.
Show it off.
Flip it around and
That's
shit.
what Julietta would do. There was
Right.
one in the garage the other day.
Yeah?
She won't be joining us anymore.
Oh.
Bad deal.
Oh God.
Bad deal.
Poor Jules.
I know.
She's not dead.
Yeah, she's alive.
She is alive and well, but
Yeah.
she will not be joining us on the podcast
Yeah.
due to personal reasons.
She joined it.
Due to personal.
Don't stare at me.
She joined another podcast.
No, she
left us for another podcast.
Yeah,
she ain't doing us dirty like that.
No, she's fine. I held her today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's good.
How is she?
She's good.
She good?
Chubby.
Chubby?
Killed
We need to
another
get my
mice.
dogs on the podcast. They're a lot of fun.
You do.
Sort of.
I know.
I would love to get my cat on the podcast, but she's not allowed.
She's a little skittish.
No, she's like, no, fuck you. I'm not sitting
No.
with that. Yeah.
That's how mine would be.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Yeah, she just wants to chill. I think it's maybe just not getting enough attention. Because she's an outside cat, indoor, outside, and then she just sees us sitting there. She
Can we
just
just
comes right
go ahead and start borrowing her indefinitely?
Just bring her. Just bring her like you bring the
It
cooler.
depends how things play out. If
Gotcha.
it ends up
Do you need
being,
a cat carrier or
Well,
getting her in the
No.
cat carrier?
No.
I know you got welder's gloves. Just
yeah. No. I pick her up and take her. She come right with us. She would be no problem. But it just Yeah.
Double
We'll
turds.
get the.
Ben hasn't been informed.
We'll do one. We'll do one with her. With the puppies.
I'd be able to
Yeah.
get her probably if things play out fair.
Yeah.
Well, no. I mean, no pressure. Doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. We got some animals. We'll get some animals.
We have options.
Yeah.
Animal.
Mini pony is in the back shitting.
right.
We had a freaking chicken die on us.
Oh,
the
yeah,
one
we
time.
did. Yeah, we did.
During the podcast, the whole podcast, we could hear back there clocking around and shit. We came out and Brett's like, it died. I was like, oh my god.
I felt bad, and Brady's like, "What do you do with her?" Brett's like, "Oh, you just dump her outside."
I thought I didn't know. I was just like,
Well, you don't want to leave them out because coyotes come out every night.
Yeah, you tracked.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna like cut it up and feed it to something or something. I didn't know.
Make
It's
some
not a
chicken
meat.
nuggets.
It wasn't
or
a
something.
meat chicken. You don't just do that.
Well, I figured wild
But
animals.
I want nugs.
There's probably not that many nuggets in that little chicken.
Yeah.
Dang it.
You should probably get every animal, like a donkey. You get a cow somehow.
We'll just
Donkeys
go
are
to the
some
zoo.
mean motherfuckers.
We'll just do
Yeah.
a podcast at the zoo.
Ooh, I heard you wouldn't.
The polar bear died though.
Oh, the Kansas City one?
Polar bear died.
They have a baby rhino, though. Did you see that?
Do they?
Yeah. It's
Black
a
rhino?
cute little
Yeah.
thing.
They got a little guy. Yeah.
Little guy, little unit.
Little
Australian unit.
No, that.
Good day, mate.
Hello, governor. No, that thing's probably a fucking unit, though.
400 pounds.
Yeah, he's like, what the? Fucking chop you off.
Which one are you looking for?
What do you?
I thought I just opened a beer.
You went to the bathroom.
Did you leave it in the bathroom?
Probably.
Oh no!
No,
Rookie move!
no,
Rookie
no.
move!
I don't
How
think
dare you?
I don't think I took it.
Don't worry, I'll get you another.
All right, that works. We'll find it somewhere. All right, thanks.
It's kind of like when you're mowing. You gotta have pit stop beers.
Oh yeah.
I don't have a yard to mow anymore.
What do you mean you don't have a yard to mow anymore? What's that like?
Jesus Christ.
Are you okay over there?
I was gonna die.
That shit be busting.
So you're saying we need to get that tramp stamp sooner than later, or?
I don't know. People need to subscribe. Huh?
Oh, okay, all right.
Got a
Subscribe.
vibe,
Yeah.
dog.
I mean, make it go viral.
Okay. All we can do is try.
We're trying. We are trying.
I'll hold up my end of the bargain if they do theirs. So
What was that number again? I forgot.
60.
it was a lot.
69 subscribers is what he said.
Not for the tramp stamp. I said like
He's lying.
100,000.
That's what he said.
okay.
He signed a contract.
Sorry.
I said like 100,000
Brady is a high class individual.
by the end of the
Yeah.
year.
So like shoulder tat 69 or?
No,
You think Kathleen would be mad if you came home with a tramp stamp that says
nah, she wouldn't care.
She'd be like,
So what's
look
the
at that.
What's really going on here? Yeah. Nah, she'd be like, good marketing.
Sick.
It's so stupid. She's gonna comment on it too.
Yeah, nah, she wouldn't care.
You know, I've
I'm
never
pretty-
met her.
Yeah.
How dare you?
I went over there to
I
like
haven't
download
either.
the. Oh, you haven't? No.
No. You go.
She didn't.
no.
I went over there to. We forgot to download it the one night, so I went over to his house to download it, and like, she never came out.
Yeah, she was in the shower.
She's like, I don't want to see that guy.
Yeah.
I don't blame her.
I see him enough on YouTube. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm
you-
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
What?
I kid.
No, you'll meet her.
Uh huh.
Like Hot Country Nights meter or?
Yeah.
He's been watching.
Ooh.
We'll get the Miller party deck.
We'll
You know
all
the
go,
deal,
we'll all go
Rude.
out to Hot Country
I'm gonna take
Nights.
Friday off.
There's
so
gonna
if we
there
go
there
out-
has to be a podcast at Hot Country Nights.
Dude,
if you
I
don't,
think, dude, I think at
you're
some
not gonna get
point
subscribers.
this shit will blow up.
Yeah.
Okay, so much to where we'll have a live at Hot
options.
Country Nights.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be
freaking
legit?
cool?
Yeah.
See? Brett's
You wouldn't be
down.
able to hear shit.
How did it go back in the day when Kale was at the shop? We live, baby. We live.
I remember those days.
Yeah.
That's when Joel worked there too.
Oh
I'd
man.
always come in there.
Oh
Joel wouldn't be
man.
working.
Old 12-tooth half-inch ratchet boy.
So okay,
There's the story behind
another KCMaxx story. So me and my good buddy Dylan used to work part time at KCMaxx Thursdays and Fridays.
Yep.
And
Because that was their weekend days.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so we would load up our tools, go to KCMaxx, and work on cars part time. Well, Ryan hired a new guy. I don't know if I should say his name.
Fuck it, say it.
All right.
Okay, Joel.
Joel. YOLO. No, I don't even know if the guy's still around or what, but
He is.
What do you mean? You think he's dead?
No, he's around.
he does some sketchy shit from what I've heard.
Since he worked
This is
there.
going great.
I haven't talked to him since then.
This is
Yeah.
going in the right direction.
He
Keep going.
was solid for like a couple months, and then he just sketched.
Gotcha. That's why I say I don't know if he's still
He
around.
lived with
This
me.
is
He
going
lived
in
with
the
me for
right
like
direction.
2
I remember
months,
that.
3
Yeah.
months, and then and I told him Cody was moving in, and he just dipped.
Oh, he was living with you?
Yeah, I only charged
this
him
is
like
even
$300
better.
a month. He couldn't even pay it.
we have first-hand experience.
Oh my gosh.
This is getting rough.
So-
I used to go to the shop to Ryan's and just hang out.
Right, to see if he was there. He wasn't there.
Yeah, he was not there.
we went from not mentioning the name to
Full drop. We're getting heavy in the bush lattes.
Oh man.
No, so anyways,
Yeah.
Joel started working there, and he didn't have a whole lot of tools, and he went to Sears and bought all the craftsmanship, which is fine.
Well,
Yeah,
he had a starter kit from Sears, and
Yeah.
like the first day, I think it was like the Wednesday before you guys came in, and he was working on this Trailblazer SS all day long, putting a
remember.
motor in it, and all I could hear was that all he would use is a half-inch ratchet. I swear it was only like 12's teeth because I could hear every single click. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. So I sent Jesse and all of them a Snapchat. I was like, well, he must have a freaking grasping ratchet so I could freaking hear all day. It drove me nuts.
You didn't hear nothing. You didn't see anybody. All you saw was this back into the Trailblazer, and all you heard was
click, 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 click.
and Ben's like, fucking 12 tooth half-an-ass motherfucker.
Oh, it was great. I mean, like, and that's where Brett started showing up. He's like, hey, man, like, he ain't been paying rent. Like, what's he doing? I was like, I don't know. He hasn't been here. He started doing headers on his truck, and he got the headers on, but then forgot to put the white pipe on. Hasn't been here for like 3 weeks.
Well, then he came and got the truck, his toolbox, and they shipped it to that one shop in KCK.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he was working for Calvin or whoever.
Right.
And then they shipped that shit to Moe's. And he didn't even start at Moe's. He just like stored his shit there.
It's a halfway house for his shit.
And then me and Cody about took the truck because it sat there for like 6 months.
Oh my gosh.
And then Mo had someone come get the truck. Had the title in it and everything.
Oh,
Sat
nice.
there for 6 months. He told Joel, come get the fucking truck. Come get the truck. Come get your shit. Came and got his tools. Never would come get the truck. Never came and got it. It ended up going somewhere. I don't know where it went.
Right.
It was a bad deal.
It was weird. It was like, what in the fuck?
Right.
Chuck was running and driving.
That's what happens when you do meth.
Oh, man. Well, if we want to expand on that just a little bit further, I got a little bit more. I mean, he called in so many times.
Yeah, I know. He'd sit at home playing RuneScape.
Oh, my gosh. He called in so many times. He said it was great because he said his grandfather was dying. Okay?
Yeah.
He said his grandpa died.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Fast forward like a week or two of him saying that his grandpa died. Like, okay, I understand. Like, you know, you got to take your time off. You know, there's the mourning of the death. Fast forward a couple weeks. We have Napa drop off some parts for a customer's car. I don't remember what it was. But turns out that was Joel's grandpa. And he said, he's like, oh, well, you know, my grandson works here. Have you seen him? And we're like,
Oh, no. I didn't hear that.
yeah.
We're
yeah.
like, we thought you were dead.
Are you kidding me? So we're like,
Well,
all
he might
right,
have more than one
awesome.
grandpa.
Wait, so what?
No, it was
His dad was like 80.
No.
Was it like a Ford Lightning truck?
No. He showed up in a Napa car.
Furious?
Yeah. Like he was
Delivered
delivering.
parts
He
in
was
the
a
Ford
parts
Lightning,
delivery guy. He
slinging
showed up.
You sure it wasn't his dad? His dad, no, his dad was like 80.
No. He's like, my grandson works here. Where have you know? Can I see him? We're like, we haven't seen him in like 3 weeks because his grandpa
too.
died. He's like, oh, well, I haven't heard that. It was just.
He was
a
so
bad deal.
sketchy, dude. I tried to help him, and he, like he said, when he started that job, he was pretty solid.
Right.
And we'd go
he
racing.
Would come in and he'd work.
Yep, we'd go racing, and everything was fine. And then he just stopped coming. I was like, "You going to work today?" He's like, "Nope." I'm like, "Okay."
Man.
And we got pulled over in that truck.
Oh,
He didn't have it tagged. He had then he ended up stealing my square body tag and putting it on the truck. It was a fucked up deal. Thank God Cody moved in. Joel's like, I'm out. Just left. Didn't pay me the 2 months he missed. Just left. He was gone. I went to work, came home, everything's gone.
Well, I mean,
it was fine. And then I came home, and then Cody had like fucking 5 houses worth of shit in my house.
well, you'll have that on them.
Yeah,
jobs.
thanks, Cody. He's gonna watch this. But yeah, that was a good deal. It worked out good for me having Cody move in.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Roommates are a huge deal.
Yeah, I had
reliable
roommates.
ones, I should say.
Yeah, I had roommates. Not anymore.
Now you just got animals.
I ain't got shit.
Really?
Live with my brother. It's gonna be cool.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. What are you gonna do?
No.
I mean, chicken died. I mean, I don't want to poke that subject, but Jesse did.
Oh, it wasn't my chicken.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
Jesus Christ. Oh, this podcast just
Went slightly morbid.
You had to go to the bathroom, didn't you?
Oh,
I really did.
It was funny. God, that was...
All right, so where were we at?
I don't know. We're at lights out.
That just went left field fast. Yeah.
No, that's perfect. We can keep going left field. So, okay, let's keep going left field. So,
you guys want to talk about boats? I want to talk about boats.
Yeah, let's talk about boats. I didn't ever get to hear because his dickhead fucked up the whole flow. You're not invited. I'm sorry, I can't even learn about the fucking setup about this truck.
Yeah, okay, so his father-in-law's got a jet boat, or is it
I'm just trying to figure out what it is.
It's a 20. It's an older boat. It's an 88 Illuminator, 25 foot. It's got 2 big blocks in it.
It is mint, and I mean mint. It is mint, like it is brand new from '88, sitting at the dock.
What kind of big Chevy big blocks? I'm assuming.
Yeah, 454s or 4. It's 420 horses side.
Yeah.
So it'll run 80.
Cigar boat?
No, it's
no. It's a cat.
It's a more or less a kind of catamaran. It's got a big center pod in it.
How many people does it fit?
5.
5 dudes.
Easy.
Chilling in a hot tub, 5 feet apart.
No shit. No.
Why did it go there instantly? Why is he not under fire for 5 dudes instantly?
Because he started something.
He's like, I could put 5 dudes in that boat.
He's all happy
because you're the one getting the tram stamp. So
the fucking wheeze.
4 more.
No, I mean we packed a couple people on it. It was great because we ended up racing another boat, and he was hauling ass, and he just trim, put her to the floor. We went right past him.
Yeah,
it was a blast.
I mean, in today's day and age, it's not the fastest thing on the water by any means.
No.
Boats are retarded fast anymore, but back in its heyday, it was one of the boats to have.
Right.
So everything's categorized off of length. So 25 foot, having twins is pretty much unheard of. It should have a single in it, really.
Right.
But it was one of the only boats to be that small with twins in it, because the guys at Illuminator were like, well, let's just put 2 motors in it. Fuck it, why not?
Right.
And it's been rigged that way since then. So but now, I mean, you can buy. They call them Mercury Racing is one of the bigger manufacturers for engines.
Right.
They started out with. Back in the day, they would start out with GM blocks and then put all their specifications in them. Usually they have more oil clearance and stuff like that. But now they have turnkey 1,350 horsepower motors on 93 octane. They're twin turboed.
Right. Drop in and roll.
Yeah, they're 500 cubic inch. This is what's really cool about them. So they're 500 inch, I believe, or bigger. Big block Chevrolets, dual overhead cam, twin turboed, and they're coil on plug and all that stuff. But what's really cool is the IG1A coils. That's where they came from, was Mercury Racing.
Right, is the boating industry. Yeah, it's super cool.
It's all full circle in a way. But another cool factor about them is they only make 8 pounds of boost.
Jesus.
So they're making 1,300 horsepower on pump gas, 93 octane, 91, 93, whatever you can get.
Both the motors together? Is this?
No, that's one motor.
That's one
single twin turbo.
Nice.
Yeah. One engine makes 1,350.
So has anyone put one of these in a car?
Yes. Yeah, there's one person.
Is this the new stuff?
No, it's fairly old technology.
I could have swore there was like a 1,500 now.
Well, if you do, so they have 1,350, 1,550, and 1,650.
That's right.
So
okay.
Mercury does this?
Yes.
Damn.
So
I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Well, we went out to that boat show, and they had a trailer out there, and they had the engines out there. I was like, God damn, that's a big block Chevrolet with dual overhead cams. I was like, you don't see that.
No.
Know?
That's
and
fucking cool.
I was like, IG1As. I was like, no kidding. Wow. I mean, you think we spend a lot on our cars? Like, boats is...
Yeah, we're not even in the
We're
same
not even
category.
scraping them.
To refresh an engine, you have to do it so depending on what fuel you run it on. So the 1650 is race gas, C16 only, to run 1650 horsepower.
The money to put in fuel to...
So if you want to feel like a fucking pleb, go to the shootout at Lake of the Ozarks.
Yeah,
because
I
it will make you this big.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that in a derogatory way. I'm just saying the money that gets thrown around down there is insane.
No, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
I think Ben was down there with us one time. We were walking around on a dock, and there was probably a 43-foot boat, or 38 to 40-foot boat that had 2 of those engines in it.
Yeah.
And behind, they all come with twins now.
Yeah.
So behind that boat on the dock was a pallet, 4 55-gallon drums of C16, $1,000 per barrel. There's $4,000 worth of fuel sitting behind the boat on the dock.
I mean, what kind of gallon? I mean, that thing eats. I mean, you eat through that fuel. I ran 120 at $18 a gallon.
Yep.
And it just eats that shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't even those motors just fucking drain.
Just in comparison, probably 2 of those drums would fill that boat up.
Jesus Christ.
Right. For like a half a day, probably.
Yeah. If you ragged on it.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Those boats also cruise, not wide open throttle. They'll cruise at 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Wide open throttles, you're talking 150 plus on the water.
That's fucking crazy, man.
I mean, when we went to go watch the shootout, and like you see a pontoon boat go like 100 plus mile an hour, and then you hear it, putt by you, and you just smell race gas. You're like, oh, that's freaking sweet.
Yeah, there was a tri-tune with an old dude driving. It had 2 Whipple charged 427 LSs in it. Went like 118.
And then his wife, went too.
Yeah, that boat had 2 small blocks in it.
Yeah.
It's so sketchy, dude.
Yeah.
But they look smooth.
I bet. The tri-tunes?
Yeah. It just looks smooth.
Hauling ass down the water.
Do we need
Boats.
We need a tri-tune. Is that what you're saying?
We need a boat. Podcast on a boat.
I'm just saying the women that come with the boats is
Mr. Single over here. He's like, hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
He's ready to fucking lay dimes.
Jesus.
Stack 'em.
Oh my God.
He's got his hood on point. He's like,
it's in the truck.
I'm not
with me.
Well, he's got to hide his cross-eyedness.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna post his welds here and just know what them diamonds are gonna look like on your stomach, ladies.
Damn right.
Yeah.
on that tramp stamp. But no, boats are a whole nother world. I've learned everything that I know from my father-in-law, and he's well versed in that subject. Yeah. And it's what you think. Like when you hear boats going fast, you're like, oh, they're only doing that on glass, like no ripple or anything. But technically, boats are faster on a little, like 2 inches of chop.
Really?
Yeah, because water and air.
Give him a break. Give him aerodynamics.
God damn it! We're getting in more aerodynamics.
We need to get him a lab coat.
God damn it! I motherfucker!
I was gonna say, I'm bringing a lab coat for the next time, and he's gonna for these moments. He's gonna wrap the lab coat on.
No, anytime he gets into something, he's have to put it on.
He's gonna have to put it on. God damn! I was about to say that shit.
The problem is you're gonna have to stop me.
Yeah, I will go. Lab coat.
As long as it's got spool.
But put on your invisible lab coat.
All right,
and then
so
go into it.
Spool'd up podcast lab coat.
All right.
And a lot of boat people watching this might already know this, or they could correct me. I hope they do, because I don't know anything compared to a lot of other people. But so when you look at chop on the water, it's not touching the water more often, if that makes sense. There's air between the waves.
So like less drag?
Correct.
Okay.
The 2 big problems with boats is drag and weight. The less weight, the faster, just like cars, obviously. But drag, I guess, would also compare to cars.
Right.
Is also a big, big, big factor. And when you get out on the water, on smooth water, it's going to ride better. But on chop, it'll go faster because it's in less contact with the water.
I got you. Because, there's an air gap.
Yeah.
There.
And when you see the pickle fork
Less
boats,
drag.
they call them catamarans or tunnel boats, whatever. When you see the two sponsons out there, the forks or whatever you want to call them, those take the air as they're hauling ass. They take the air and they pack it in at the back of the boat where all the weight is, and it's lifting the ass end of the boat up out of the water.
Yeah, getting up.
So
on
it's separating like a radio car.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like that, same principle. And when you
science,
you're using the boat to its advantage. Get your lab coat on, bud.
Where's your lab coat?
Oh God, yeah, boats are interesting to me.
Yeah, it's a completely different world, and
it's crazy to think the science behind cars and boats and
it's
anything.
It's almost the same, but it's completely different worlds. But it takes a lot more power in a boat to go 100 miles an hour than it does in a car.
Yeah, you don't need much power to go 100 in a car.
No, but
damn Saturn go 100 miles an hour.
I was gonna say,
it makes like 80.
Yeah. But it's also cool when you look at a prop on a boat. There's different pitches, there's different blades, and you also have to think a prop is like a rear gear in a car.
Yeah.
Same principle. And a prop is also a screw. So when you say it's got a 36 pitch prop on it, for every revolution, it's propelling the boat 36 inches forward. So
I mean, we're only talking about prop boats too. I mean, jet boats are probably a whole different fucking.
Jet boats are a whole nother can of worms, and they're limited because of the pump. They're not as efficient as a prop.
Really?
Right.
Yep.
Right.
As you would think, because
they don't go as big on those boats as they do, prop boats.
I think a jet boat, like a mini jet boat, like Cletus and them have mini jet
they
boats.
race.
They're fucking fun as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They bounce them off everything.
You can roll them over and shit.
Yeah.
It's just like a monster truck, just in water. But
it's weird.
A jet, you're pumping water instead of cutting through it with a prop.
You have to have the water, I guess, per se.
Yeah. When it comes out of the water, you're losing propulsion.
Yeah.
And that's like wave runners when you hear them, bang, bang, bang. That's
because they're out of the water.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And you're losing propulsion. That's why they run better on smooth water, technically. But
because they're always in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they have to have it. Yeah.
So there's a lot of differences and similarities to it all, but
I'm not a big water guy.
I love it all.
Do you?
You go to the lotto shootout. You might get an itch. I got an itch. I was like,
I got problems, man. I don't need that problem.
Man, well, first time Jesse took me.
What the fuck you say?
Nothing. We'll tell you later.
I can't say it on the podcast.
Okay, we can talk about it later.
The first time Jesse took me, I was like, man, we could get a cheap boat. We could do like a Catal build. You know what I mean?
Oh, we'll have to tell them about Catal.
Catal was a truck that we threw together. Sorry, that I threw together. That was just leftover parts. Like it was a regular cab short bed. There wasn't a straight panel on it. Like it was beat to crap. It was an old telephone company truck. It said, it had a
stops at all railroad crossings.
Yeah, well, no, it said frequent stops in a illuminated sign in the back. Certain time, but I turboed it. I made it a sleeper. Like you couldn't tell. Like it was full exhaust, whole nine. Like I would take it out to the races, and people would be like, "Man, what's doing to that truck?" I'm like, "Man, cold air, full exhaust." Because I put a 4L80 in it because I blew up the 4L60s. I blew up the stock 4L60 in a week because I babied it. And I was like, I know this thing's going to go. And I put a built 4L60 with a 3600 stall I had laying around. It lasted 2 days at full bore. Because I was like, we'll see what it does. I put a 4L80 in it. And with a stock stall, that thing didn't light till like a 16th of a mile. So if I was next to you leaving, you were
from
done.
A dig, it was useless.
Yeah, from a dig, it was useless. I wouldn't do burnouts or nothing. And we moved shops at the time, so I had like my spare hood in the back. I had a tonneau cover on it at first, and and then we moved to a camper shop.
A stabbing cabin.
And it had my spare hood, spare rotors. There was 500 bucks, or 500 pounds worth of stuff, like just chilling in the back. I never did burnouts. I just left. Like, and it was just, it was a cheap truck I threw together. It was so much fun.
I remember being at Kentucky.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. And I raced this Mustang. I beat him. And he's like, man, I just blew a freeze plug. Does anybody have anything?
I remember that.
And I had my buddy Brandon Green with me. He's like, all right, well, I mean, he might need something. I was like, all right, cool. Hang on. I dropped the tailgate, open up the camper shell. I dive in there. Because I got spare parts for days in that thing. I was like, well, I got a hood, spare wheels, like this. And I was
what
like,
you need?
no freeze plugs. Like, yeah, what do you need? And they're just like, what the hell? But I was like, man, we could build a boat like that. And Jesse's like, all right, cool, let's do it. And there was a guy there that works on boats all the time. He's just like, man, I got this boat sitting out. It'd be great for you guys.
It almost
God damn it.
to a reality. Like,
right, we almost made it happen that
Very
weekend.
close.
But, I mean, because you wake up on the lake and, you hear the lotto shootout. I mean, they had, runs.
The poker
so you
run.
hear all the poker run, yeah, you hear them all going by at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, just big blocks roaring. You're like, God damn, that's cool.
Nothing sweeter than waking up to 2 cammed big blocks.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
Blah, 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 and then you hear them just haul ass. You're like, God damn, that's cool. But, I mean, that's...
Yeah, I want to go. That's cool.
You should. I think it's an
worth
experience for sure.
It is a very good experience, and it's eye-opening to know that there's still people out there. And it's no jealousy from me. I mean, I am jealous because I would love to go that fast on the water, no matter what.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, I am glad that there is somebody out there that I can see that in person and go, that is fucking cool. Yeah, it's like going to the NHRA races and seeing the top fuel guys go down the track.
Right. Like watching the American ethanol boat or something like that. Like, that thing hauls ass.
You want to talk about badass? That is 4 big blocks, 2 of them tied together per side, with Pro Charger. Before it had Vortec YSIs on each motor. Right. Now it's got Pro Charger like F4s per motor, and it makes 4,000 horsepower.
The knowledge you need to run that motherfucker is ridiculous.
Well,
4 motors in
once. We got problems with 1, not 4.
Yeah.
The linkages and the I mean, you got to have them all tied together.
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah.
Well, most boats have 2 people. They have a throttle man and a wheel man.
I got you.
So the wheel man is literally, that's all he does is steer. Right. The other guy runs trim and throttle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot to do.
Eric Radson's tunes a lot of shit, doesn't he?
Yeah, on the water.
On a lot of the boats.
Yeah, he's been down there. A lot of Pro Charger boats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's pretty cool. I'm interested. I want to learn more.
Boats are cool.
There's a lot to know.
There is.
There's a lot to learn, a lot to do.
Yeah.
There's lots of turbo boats out there.
We need money.
If we're going to tie this into Spool'd Up, podcast.
We need some money. We need our own boat.
Ooh.
Wrap that bitch, Spool'd Up podcast.
Yeah, we can do that in the future.
Yeah, 69 followers sounds about good.
Yeah.
65.
I get that tramp stamp. Might make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
Get a boat going.
Say less.
If we get that many subscribers,
that's ridiculous.
There's gonna be we'll have some funds to play with. That'd be fun.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
But boats are a whole another world that is almost worth getting into. But you start looking at the prices of shit.
Right.
You need fuck you money.
Yeah, an out
we
drive.
need Spool'd Up podcast money when it's feeling good.
I've had close to $100,000 worth of drives in my trailer at one time.
Right.
Just 2 drives. And when I say drive, it's the part that the prop connects to that goes up to the engine. I mean, there's guys that spend $10,000 aside per prop.
Right.
They're 6-blade and they're made out of dental steel, like the shit that they work on in your mouth with. That's what they're made out of.
Right, and if you ever go to a boat show, you'll never have the props on because you don't get to know what they run.
Yeah, because
it's crazy.
And if you look at a pro stock team, they have different gear sets for the transmissions. Boat guys have different props for the water conditions. Water temperature makes a huge difference. I mean, there's temperature.
Did you put your lab coat on? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
don't know if you still had it on or what.
It was half off. Now it's back on. No, but so there's all sorts of different combinations for props and gear sets. I mean, it's a whole nother deal.
Right.
It's a big deal.
Right. No,
But
it's super cool.
I got a lab coat on.
Well, I don't know. When you talk about boats, I'm just like, I like boats.
Yeah, boats are cool.
Boats and hose.
Yeah, thank you. I was gonna say it.
Yeah.
What do you think, boys? Do some apple pie moonshine shots to end her
Finish
off.
her up.
Finish her up. And,
Except for Brady.
yeah, not me.
Not
He's
Brady.
driving. I'm driving
Brady's
the truck
driving.
He's driving the
He's driving the
We're
truck.
driving not the work truck, the Cummins.
Easy
Cummins.
work
Now,
truck.
don't get me in trouble.
We got to get the Cummins.
Oh, well, sorry. It's Jesse's work truck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his Cummins.
Yeah, Cummings.
You drive a Cummins? What do you want to say about that?
I do drive a Cummins at work.
Oh, I guess you do, yeah.
She's a big red unit.
Yeah,
15-liter shit spreader. Come on now.
yeah.
I got that old 6.7.
That's not half bad.
No, it's pretty smooth.
It's not half bad.
Yeah, that's not half
You want
bad.
to take another ripper to end her off?
We've done some damage.
Yeah, the last one. Oh, my God.
We killed it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I left. You
Go,
guys fucking...
go.
All right.
Our guest needs to take one more for the road, and then we're going to end this mug.
And
right.
Jesse
Don't
has
do
to end it.
Huh?
Remember, he has to do the sane.
Every time.
Every time.
Put him on the spot, why don't
Jeez,
you?
I was going to forget.
G-Paul Brett over here.
Yeah.
You gotta do it.
Yeah.
You gotta do it.
Just do it. Just do it. Do it.
I know. All right. Thank you for being
Yes,
on.
yes,
tonight.
thank you.
Thank you
It's
for
been
being
a
a
great
You'll be
time.
back.
Thanks for making our backdrop new.
Yeah.
And
We got a beautiful,
Well, it's a red car. It's a little bit different.
beautiful red GTO.
It'll get there one day.
we keep telling you to do the anti-roll bar, but no.
Well, I gotta get rid of my. I gotta put a. I gotta put a different. I gotta get rid of my pan hard bar. I'm gonna put a. Oh, it escapes me with the apple.
It's called a wishbone.
Yeah, that's it. I need to put a wishbone in it. I'm looking at wishbones right now, so I can. And wishbones and some taller rear shocks, so I don't run out of extension.
Yep.
And then I can make some hits.
Do it.
And then maybe we'll put an 8-hour roll.
Do it.
on.
Do some burnouts for the podcast. At
Oh,
that
bet.
point.
Let's fire it up and do it right now.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're doing that.
Yeah, keep tuned, folks.
All right. You'll stay tuned right after the podcast. We're gonna see some burnouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
We're
good
gonna do
now.
that
Do
right
it.
now.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you ain't subscribing,
You ain't vibing.
all right, get ready for burnouts.